Good morning and welcome to Heartland Dual Sport. Today we're going to be teaching Austin, who's a new rider. How much riding time do you have?
None.
Okay. You've been on a dirt bike at your cousin's or something?
Yes,
essentially. Sir. Okay. Essentially his motorcycle riding is very little, maybe 10-20 minutes. And what we're intending to do in this video is we're going to kind of go over some of the basic stuff on how to teach a new rider how to ride a bike. And he's essentially a brand new rider, so this will be a really good video, I think, for everybody. Anybody who's wanting to learn how to ride a bike but maybe they're intimidated by it, this will be a great video for you to watch, kind of go over. Again, this video is not meant to substitute the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. I've been riding since I was 14 years old, and I'm 44 right now. I'll be 45 next month. So I've got about 30 some odd years of riding, and I know the basics, and that's what we're going to go over. We're going to go over teaching somebody who hadn't ridden a bike at all how to ride. And one of the interesting things here in the state of Oklahoma, you can actually go down to DPS. Austin's already taken his written exam, and once you've had your written exam, they give you a permit, a motorcycle learner's permit, which is essentially just like when you turn 15 and a half, if you got an adult with you, you can drive your car around legally. We've got that taken care of already, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this video out with basically a brand new rider who's never ridden a bike, and he has purchased a 2013 KLR 650 for his first bike. It is a great bike for a beginner. It's balanced really well. It's a good combination dual sport bike. We are going to be doing a lot of adventures together this summer, and that's why we picked this bike out. Again, it's not a super fast bike, and the clutch and the controls and everything are real easy to operate, and that's what we're going to be doing this series of videos on. So here we go. Austin's kind enough to join us today here at Heartland Dual Sport, and today we're going to be going over the minimum equipment required by state law to ride a motorcycle. And I also want to preface this with, this is also going to be the minimum requirements to ride safely. Here in the state of Oklahoma, if you're over the age of 18, you are not required to wear a helmet. However, that is something that we're going to do. So the very first thing that we're going to look at is Austin's helmet. He's got a DOT certified, and if you look on the back, you can actually see where it says DOT. Any of your helmets that you have will actually show a DOT sticker if it's DOT certified. The next thing that we're going to go over is the gloves. And guys, this is one of those deals. I've got motorcycle riding gloves. I've got, there's just so many out there. The pair that he has on are actually made by Built. They're almost like a work glove. And if you don't have the money to spend an extra 40 or 50 bucks for the gloves that actually have the protection on the knuckles and that kind of stuff, at the very least wear some leather gloves, because you're trying to protect your palm. If you're going to be riding a motorcycle and you're learning, you're gonna fall every now and again, and we want to try to protect our hands from abrasions and stuff like that. When you try to catch yourself in concrete, asphalt, or even gravel for that matter, you're going to end up with palms that are messed up. Recently, one of my buddies who's also on YouTube, he crashed his dirt bike and he messed the palms of his hands up pretty good, so it took him out of riding for about a month just for his hands to heal. So that's really important. One of the next things that we're going to talk about is eye protection. You want to have a helmet. If it doesn't have the windshield like that one does right there, I mean, that one's got the full face protection. You want to have a pair of goggles at the very least. The helmet that Angie has the goggles, but the helmet that we're going to be using is this Built helmet, and it's got the windscreen built into it to protect your eyes. The next thing that you're going to want is a good pair of boots. If you don't have a pair of work boots or something like that, make sure that you buy a pair of boots that are actually big enough to cover your ankles, because you want your whole goal is to protect your feet and your ankles, and if the boots are tall enough, they can protect the lower part of your legs. And then some optional equipment that you might look into getting later down the road would be some knee protection, neck protection, and maybe even a chest protector. we're starting out slow today. We're not going to have any of that equipment on. I'm not going to be riding very much with him right now. At the beginning of this video, we're going to be teaching him how to ride, and I'll be there coaching him and teaching him what he needs to do to ride safely. You know me, I'm forgetful, but before we go to the next little part of this series, I want you to notice that Austin has on a jacket with long sleeves that's going to protect his arms and elbows if he falls. The jacket he has on is bare minimum, but at the very least you want something that's going to protect your skin. I mean, obviously that doesn't have the shoulder pads or the elbow pads in it. If he was to fall, it's not going to keep him from breaking any bones, but again, we're going slow. That is just also part of the minimum equipment that you want, is some sort of jersey or long sleeve shirt when you're learning, especially when you're learning, because you're wanting to protect your skin and your body the best you can with what you can afford. Thanks for tuning in to Heartland Dual Sport. If you like this video, give us the big thumbs up. And again, share this video with anybody that you know that might be wanting to learn how to ride or maybe a little bit intimidated. This is a big bike, and there's nothing to be scared of. I mean, we're going to go over everything on this bike, and before we even start it up and get him sitting on it, we're going to go over every control, and that's our next video, so stay tuned and watch it.